Consciousness whispers, tries to trademark name, sells shortcuts dressed in velvet, makes a circus of the game. I understate the shine on purpose, let the evidence bring flame. Keys records on the header, every drop expands the frame. If a contract crowns my ego, I redline out the claim. From the docket to the drum kit, discipline became the aim. Georgia in the ribcage, Emtes men that hears the claim. I'm here to build, not posture, kill the myth, protect the name. The dawn I order motives till the meters read what's right. Cut a skylight through my habits, let the lungs reclaim their light. If the timeline rants its focus, I refuse a noisy bite. Quiet thunder signs the minutes, I recalibrate the sight. Cooler like a council murmurs, walk the patient right. Abano Tabani steam and breathe the king to kind of night. When the panic drafts a podium, I decline a strange invite. I prefer a wooden table where the hungry taste the light. Law ink in the marrow, keeping passion at the core. Under promise every sunrise, over practice nothing more. If a meeting kills the meaning, I adjourn it at the door. Let forgiveness draw a ledger, sweep resentment off the floor. When the market hawks a halo, I don't purchase painted lore. I would rather ship a harvest than go shopping for a score. Minimalist delivered, dry vocal crisp and pure. Bad consciousness can chatter, I've secured a quiet core. It preys upon the glitches, tries to colonize the brain. Sells jealousy on credit, leaves compassion with the stain. I revise the faulty schema, cut the rumor from the chain. Write a Sabbath in the calendar so breath can still sustain. When the ceiling leans possessive, I will ventilate the pain. Turn the breakdown to a blueprint, reinforce the central main. If attention turns to poison, I reduce the brittle game. Bad conscience loses oxygen when patience runs the brain. I file minutes in the morning, every promise gets aligned. From the case file to the base file, let the commas all align. If the ego wants a courtroom, I recuse and then resign. Draft a covenant with stillness, let the ribcage then refine. Keep humility in season so the victories don't shine like counterfeit reflections on an empty gilded sign. Key systems in the firmware with the mercy at the spine. Bad consciousness grows weaker when the boundaries are fine. I translate, raise the data, then encode it in the code. Turn the tremor in the tempo, pave a runway on the road. If the myth demands devotion, I refuse the heavy load. Now recala in my posture, writes a steady building mode. When the headlines sell hysteria, I won't join the old. I prefer a list of ladders any neighbor could have told. Let the outcomes do the boasting while the cameras change their mode. Bad consciousness can profit where the ethics on the code. I'm a steward, not a sovereign, keep my spirit in its own. If a platform drains my conscience, I will gently drop the phone. Stack ordinary mercies like a city made of stone. Leave a ladder by the curb so other climbers aren't alone. If the crown requires theater, I will vacate the throne. I would rather build a harbor than parade a borrowed tone. Georgia writes it in my ribcage, all the lessons feel well known. Bad consciousness goes quiet when the lighthouse has its own. It tries to sell me fear, I answer back with clear. Audit envy down to zero, keep the oxygen near. If the rumor craves a witness, let the record volunteer. From the courtroom to the chorus, let the conscious engineer. Put compassion on retainer, make resentment disappear. When the metrics beg for thunder, I provide a simpler air. Minimalist luxury, space for syllables to steer. Bad consciousness goes bankrupt when the heart declines to fear. When the city feels too loud, I let the ribcage keep. Count 4 and 4 out, drop the turbulence to sleep. If the schedule kills my breathing, I revoke the bind and keep. Draft no and gentle letters, let the boundaries stay deep. Plant forests in the catalogs, that promises we keep. Raise kindness on the payroll while the petty charges creep. Keys records is a covenant, not something so cheap. Bad consciousness can't bargain with a vow I truly keep. I prefer a patient river where the current softly flow. Understate the flex on purpose, let the measurements all show. If a bag assaults my spirit, I will simply tell it no. Walk the very streets at sunrise, watch the granite start to glow. Write my lobe to the morning, Lemtas men to bless the snow. If the algorithm's fickle, I refuse to chase a smooth. Quiet thunder in the marrow, let the ethics lead the show. Bad consciousness dissolves when I choose the slower flow. When the night collects its debts, I won't break, I only bend. Turn a fracture to a function, let the patient fibers mend. Call my elders for the counsel, write a letter to a friend. Keep a Sabbath in the margin so the lungs can reascend. If the offer bends my values, I decline and won't pretend.